I was actually a transfer student, and I had known what I wanted to do professionally. I knew that I wanted to do law and then eventually transition into being involved in politics. And I'm glad I came here. I really am. Ultimately, UC Riverside became my home, and I'm really proud to have graduated from here. I took a class taught by Mayor Loveridge, which was incredible. Honestly, his class is one of my favorite classes. It was on local leadership in California, which makes sense for the mayor to be teaching. He was able to bring in a lot of people who work in government to kind of explain firsthand how the lessons that we're learning in the classroom actually apply. And perhaps most importantly for me, that class gave me an opportunity to get to know the mayor, and I ended up using that as a springboard into an internship with him over the summer, which then led to a letter of recommendation, and he ultimately ended up being my thesis chair, actually. I was fortunate enough to be given the opportunity to speak at the commencement ceremony, and I was really surprised. I've done well academically, but I don't know, I never really thought of myself as the student that would be speaking at the commencement ceremony, so it was a big honor. So what I did was, number one, when I went up there, I actually took a picture from up on the podium of the entire graduating class, which is really, really cool picture. And then in my speech, I actually tried to make people laugh and to think. If I had to explain my experience in 3 words, I would have to say fulfilling, fun, and accessible. I'd go with accessible for the 3rd one. I never had a problem getting in touch with faculty or staff and getting the answers that I needed. As far as the type of law that I'd like to practice, the only real exposure that I've had was I took a constitutional law and criminal procedure class taught by Professor Chaffee, and I really loved that class. I actually talked about it in my commencement speech. That being said, since it's the only class I've really had an opportunity to learn about law, I might like something else once I go to law school, so I'm keeping my options open. I don't think it's that likely, but for all I know, I'll love tax law, and that'll be what I want to do. But it's about finding something that's going to make me happy. I believe that's going to be constitutional law, but I'll see when I get there.